G'day guys, and welcome to another week of FriBaT, Friday Beers and Tools with Andy. This week we've got another one of Spinifex Brewery's brews to share with you. I'm reviewing their ginger beer. Rightio, let's tell you a little bit about the ginger beer. But first, let's have a taste. Wow. I love ginger beer. That's terrific. Boys, you've outdone yourself with that one, Spinifex. Okay, tell you a little bit about it. The Spinifex ginger beer is 3.5% alcohol, and their blurb about it goes like this: a light summer ale brewed with a generous serving of ginger and infused with locally sourced Geraldton wax. Refreshingly unique with the aromas of ginger, citrus, melon and cedar working together with a dry and easy drinking finish. It's a really refreshing ginger beer. The initial taste is very gingery, but not overbearing. It has a really nice aftertaste, and it's very, very refreshing. It's a really nice alternative to beer. There is no alternative to beer, but this is a ginger beer. It is alcoholic, of course. Not that I'm an alcoholic, I don't attend meetings. And it is it's quite different to a normal ginger beer. It's hard to describe. Aromas of ginger, citrus, melon and cedar. You actually get the melon and the cedar, melon and the citrus in the aroma as you bring it up to you take in a breath of it and you breathe it in, I guess. That is a really terrific ginger beer. Not a huge ginger beer drinker myself, but I can see myself on a really hot stinking day pouring a couple of those into an ice cold glass, or in your Yeti. Yep, that's a really nice, refreshing alternative to beer. Terrific. On my Spanner scale, I'm going to give that a 5 out of 5. It's not a traditional beer per se, but it is an alcoholic ginger beer. I can actually envisage myself kicking back, watching the sunset at Broome, drinking a couple of these. Maybe that's what Adam thought when they came up with it. Anyway, do yourself a favour, go out and try Spinifex Brewery ginger beer. It is awesome. Alright, on to this week's tool. It's been a while since I had a cheap and cheerful Chinese tool, and I actually saw this being used on another YouTube channel, Project Farm. They do a lot of sort of back-to-back testing of different products, and in one of the tests that he wanted to do was to compare the RPM of different things, drills, etc. And I thought that would be a really handy addition to my tool repertoire. So what we've got this week is a DT-2234C Plus, a digital photo tachometer. Alright, let's unbox it. Comes in a cardboard box. Chinese stuff. Nice and light. Nice big LCD screen, which becomes far more important as you get older. Does have a laser warning, so do not look into the viewfinder. It has no on or off. Ooh, gassy. It has no on or off buttons. It has a test and a memory button. What else comes in the packet? A very reasonably written instruction manual. The unit does come with some, so when you're measuring, you do require a reflective surface, a reflective line, and I'll show you what I've done in a minute. They do provide in the kit 3 lengths of reflective tape, which of course you can just cut into small sections. You really don't need very much at all. You'll see in a sec. In fact, I'll show you now. I'm going to do a little test on my Milwaukee M12 CPD. This is one I've reviewed earlier. This is one of the M12 range, and all I've done is I've stuck a little bit of tape onto the chuck here so that when it rotates, that bit of tape goes past, giving you your revolutions per minute. Now, how am I going to film this? This is the next interesting one. Let's tell you a little bit about the unit first. It's very lightweight. As I said, comes with a really nice big LCD screen. It can measure from between 2.5 RPMs right up to 999.9 RPMs. And it has a sampling time of 0.8 of a second. It does require a 9-volt battery, which doesn't come with the unit, of course, like most things. So you will need a 9-volt battery to put in it. And someone to show me how to close the battery box. It has both LED and laser sensors. The LED sensor detecting distance goes from 50 mil to 200 mil or 2 inches up to 10 inches. And the laser detector, and I believe it switches between them automatically for what to give you the best output. The laser will measure from between 50 and 500 mil to 20 inches in imperial. It does have a memory on board, which holds the last value, the max value, and the min value, and that cycles through as you hold the button down. Right, the M12 CPD has a rated RPM of 0 to 1700 RPM. So let's work out a way to test the accuracy of that. A little bit hard for me to hold so that you can see. Let's zoom you in a little bit. Okay, holding down the test button. Alrighty, let's have a look at the memory now. See if I can get this in focus for you. So, pushing the memory button gives us 143.5 is the last. Push it again, and that's the highest. Push it again, and gives you the lowest. So up, down, and last. So looks like our minimum was 66.6. I didn't try very hard to get that as slow as I could go. So I didn't try and make the drill go as slow as possible, but as you can see, it worked very well. And what a terrific little unit. It's cheap, it's compact, and I can see it will have quite a few uses in my toolbox. Right, okay, so I purchased the DT2234C Plus from Amazon, and it was a whole $20.09 delivered, which is pretty damn cheap. Chinese, cheap and cheerful. It is a typical Chinese construction. It's not the quality of a really good quality construction. It feels like a little bit like a cheap multimeter, but like most measurement equipment, you should be looking after it anyway. So if you don't bang it around in a toolbox and look after it, keep it in the bubble wrap that it comes with, it should last years and years. Don't store batteries in them. That's really bad. Make sure you remove the battery for storage on any piece of measuring equipment, and it should last you years and years. So Amazon, $20.99, pretty damn good value. All right, what do I give it on my review? Yes, it is a specialist piece of equipment. No, you don't need one in your toolbox, certainly if you're starting out. But as you get older like me and you start liking to have specific tools for specific jobs, who would have thought I would have those specific tools? For 20 odd bucks, it's a pretty cheap addition to your toolbox. Value for money at $20.09 delivered, I reckon it's a 5 out of 5. Functionality, yeah, it's a specific tool. Will I use it very often? No, probably not. When I do need it, bloody handy to have. So functionality, it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It has a good range of revs per minute measurement and distance, so that you don't have to get close to rotating masses. So I reckon it's 5 out of 5 for functionality. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. Terrific little gadget. Anyway, that's it for this week's FriBaT. I hope you got something out of that. My stats are slowly coming up. Still got an awful lot of people watching that aren't subscribers. Please remember, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. It helps the channel heaps, and helps me to grow the channel and keep providing content for you, my loyal watchers. Anyway, that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed that. See you next week. Cheers.